Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Quran chapter 8 verse 39. This is when Allah says, fight until there's no more fitna. This is a very, very problematic because fitna means division. Every day we will always have a new division. Someone will have a very different opinion. Everyone has different opinion about anything. If we apply this, what supposedly the creator of the universe, according to Islam, Allah, what Allah has said, fight until there's no more fitna, we will be keep fighting everyone. We will keep fighting everyone every day. Today, if you take a look around us, so many wars. In Ukraine, people fighting because the Russian they want to take over some pieces of the land. So they fight back. Okay, that's normal. The, the minority groups in Myanmar had been oppressed by the junta military. So now they're fighting. They rebelled against the junta. It's normal. But those two are the only fight involves no Muslims. In Middle East, the Palestinian, the Hamas, fight Israel because they're backed by the Shia groups like Hezbollah, Al-Assad, Iran, the Houthis in Yemen, back them up. That's why they're fighting Israel. And yet, in Syria, now Al-Assad has fallen. Of course, they're still fighting some of the remnants from the Al-Assad fighters, but not as much. But the problem also in Syria, people must remember, must know, the Turkish government keeps bombing the Kurdish in Syria. They did it too before in Iraq, here and there, but in Syria more. It is as if the Turks are so scared of Kurdish. Don't know why. I don't know why. Not only that, of course, we see in Yemen, the two groups still fighting actually. Until a few days ago, I heard a news from Indonesia. The Sunni attacked the Shia, while the Shia attacking Israel. This is funny, right? So this proves the the Islam is not the answer. Even though if everyone on earth is Muslim, there will be no peace. Especially when you read Surah 8 verse 39. Fight until there's no more fitna. In Sudan, between the Sudanese armed force and what is the other one? The rapid support forces. They're fighting too. More than 2 million people displaced. Over 30,000 people dead, according to report. To their report. So it means it could be double or triple. And Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, you know, you can see what's going on in the past 1 year. So they get rid of French. And they replace France with Putin, with Russia. And you can see in the news, sometimes the news from the Indian news, in this Indian news is, I think they don't like white people, so they always like, oh, look at this, they kick out the French. Yeah, they kick out the French, but they call in Putin. So same thing. They just replace one West European with East European, because those countries still need helps. They cannot be independent. Those three countries, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, they're fighting Al Qaeda and they don't even have weapons. They need weapons from Russia. They need support from Russia. Not only military, but economically. And in Burkina Faso, how many hundreds of people killed by an armed force group linked to Al Qaeda. I think the name is Jamaat Nusrat al-Islami wal Muslimin. This group is linked to Al Qaeda. And Mali also fighting Al Qaeda. Until 3 months ago, they are still fighting. And in Sudan, it's funny too. One group is supported by Qatar, one group is by UAE, and one group by Turkey. Sudanese armed force is supported by UAE. And the other one, Rapid Support Force, supported by the Turkish. And they are fighting each other. And don't forget, in Pakistan now fighting with Taliban. And Taliban, when was that? Last year? They had skirmishes with Iran. And please don't forget, there is ISIS in Afghanistan. And this ISIS also fighting the Taliban. You see? It is very, very chaotic. Even if 8 billion people become Muslim, the world will not have peace. If anything, it will become worse. Now, if you see like 10 fights involving Muslims, once everyone become Muslim, you will see like Guadalupe. So maybe like 40. Can you imagine? And this is not, I'm not even talking about in Iraq. In Iraq, there are still fights because still there's ISIS, the Kurds, all this. Sometimes between two rival Shia militants, they fight. Both of them Shias. Sometimes both of them Sunnis, they fight. In Indonesia, I told you before, I mentioned, Indonesian Muslims mostly are Sunni. However, they are divided into 3 groups. Government-backed Sunni, or the Salafi, or the Sunni-based Sufi. The Sunni-based Sufi is like a little bit weird. They have a lot of music, dancing, that's, Sufi. And people in Indonesia don't understand this. They all keep calling names to each other. They keep calling each other stupid, no knowledge, kufar, all this. This is the problem with Islam. Islam is not the answer and will never bring us peace. Anyway, whether you're a Sunni, a Shia, a Sufi, or a Christian, God bless you all. Have a nice life.